My friends, I had another fun-packed weekend. I'll tell you all about that. And we'll take a look at our next project in line, and who knows what else, right after this. Hello my friends, Jerry Rosa here in the Rosa String Works Workshop. It is Monday, February 6th, and I mentioned I had a busy weekend. It kind of all peaked yesterday afternoon as we went back and burned a bunch of our farm fields. I've got a short video clip that I'll insert right here and let you see it. I'm going to turn 2 or 3 of those video clips into some YouTube shorts. So those of you who have seen it in this clip won't necessarily have to watch it in the short form. But if you don't mind and watch it and click a thumbs up, it will help me out. I would appreciate it very much. And if you want to help the channel, that's one way you could do it. Burn here on the farm. You have to start on the uphill side. You can see how the fire wants to run uphill. If you've already burned the uphill side, well then it's under control. Otherwise, if you started the fire down there and let it burn up this hill, it would go right up this hill and catch the woods on fire. This is how you control a burn. You notice I've already made this a dirt path with my bobcat. So you burn along that and then there's nothing left to burn. You can just pull your rake along, pull the fire along, and it stays under control. After you get a good border along the woods, you can come down below and let it burn uphill. It won't create a problem once you do that, and you can see it burns much faster. It won't take long now to have the whole field burned. If you're wondering why you burn a field like this, is that it adds nutrients to the soil and it encourages native grasses to grow. We've encouraged our blue stem to grow, and it's grown a whole lot here on the farm. We got that done. We probably burned about 15 acres or maybe more. I'm not really sure how big that is back there, but I'd say at least 15 acres. I did make one find over the weekend. I think it was on Saturday after I got done cutting firewood and after I got done working in the office. Oh, I've had to do a lot of office work. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to get it all done. I guess I got spoiled with Melissa and Emery, you know, handling all that office work for me and the videos. So now I've got to get back into not only the office work, but producing all the videos. Oh my gosh. Well, I mentioned I did make a find on Saturday afternoon, and I'll give you another short video clip here that you could take a look at this and help me identify this. If you have some good ideas, put them in the comments. I'd love to hear it, because I really don't know what this is. I mean, you know, I've got the usual suspect ideas, which most of you will have as well, but I'm really looking for somebody that can actually identify it. So far, you guys have been very good at doing that, and I hope that'll be the case here. Take a look. My friends, I have another mystery find that I found back on the 2 lost home places. I found it on the closest back this way, the Rockwall home place, which I think is the older place, but that's just a speculation on my part right now. I don't know that for sure. This is what I found. And, you know, at first glance, this one is very misleading. There's a lot of things that come to mind on this, but I still don't know what it is. It's broken off right here. So who knows where that went and what it did. It might have went this way and then came down for a wall sconce. Don't know. It might have had a loop on it for a pivot, for a drawer pull or something. This end is broke off here too. You know, there could be a matching end and there's some decorative thing here, and this was a drawer pull like that. I mean, I could see that. It's unlikely, possibly. I could also see it being some sort of a wall sconce for a candle. I could see a coat hook. I took a picture of it on a white piece of paper, and I searched on this shape and this image, and I came up with nothing that matched it. Similar things, and all of them were those things I mentioned. I mean, drawer pulls, coat hooks, candle holders. I mean, just about anything you can think of matches that. So my point is, I'm looking for somebody that might really know this specific shape and be able to send me a photo or a link or something where we could really match this up. I think it's probably cast, but it appears to have been turned on a lathe. I mean, it looks like it's perfectly round here. This is perfectly round. Again, I don't think it was turned on a lathe. I think it was cast, but my point of mentioning that is because you'll see a lot of things that are flat on one side. This is round all the way around. So that's one of the differences. This appears to be solid brass is what I'm thinking it is. I haven't cleaned it up to see because it's got such a dark patina. So if anybody has any real good ideas on that, please put them in the comments or send me an email, rosastringworks@gmail.com. Thank you so very much. Well, I hope you enjoyed taking a look at that little unique artifact. I think it's made out of brass. I guess it's cast rather than turned on a lathe, but it is all the way around, so for a casting, it's a little bit unique in that way. I really only spent an hour maybe over the weekend doing metal detecting because we were doing so many other things. As I mentioned, I cut a big load of wood and then we burnt those fields. Well, burning those fields also has a couple of side benefits. Number one, it's going to give me more area to metal detect without so much interference from all the weeds and things. But number two, it exposed a bunch more treetops that the loggers had left laying in the fields that I kind of forgot about because the weeds had covered them up. So I'll be cutting up those logs and making use of those for firewood before they completely rot away. But right now there's still some pretty good pieces there that we can use in the fire. So what's the next project? We've got this D18. It's in for a setup. And that's really all it's in for. It's been waiting here way too long. Hopefully I can get to that today too. But there's so much more paperwork to do in the office that I've got to get in there and get that done first. And then hopefully I can get to this and get this going. And maybe you'll see this in a video clip tomorrow. You just never know. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for helping me by clicking the thumbs up button on this video and on the upcoming shorts. We'll see you tomorrow.